Look at them shakes, made up a dance. How come you shook? I ain't took out my hands. Beans, star, bucks, star, struck.
Welcome back to another episode of The Basement. My name is Nocturnal, and today we got another artist that I'm more than happy to have on the podcast and shit, man. We got Tyrex in here, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. How's your we were just talking about it. How's your quarantine going?
Yeah, my quarantine's going same shit, different toilet, basically.
Same shit. Same shit, different toilet, eh?
Yeah.
True. So let's start off with your like kind of early life and your upbringing, bro. What are you from Hamilton originally?
No, I'm from Toronto.
You're from Toronto, okay. Are you in Toronto right now?
No, I'm in Hamilton. I live in Hamilton. And
Yeah.
I'm based from Hamilton because I grew up in Hamilton for like the second half of my life.
Yeah.
But I grew up originally in Toronto till I was like 13, and then I moved to Hamilton.
You moved to Hamilton, okay. Do you have like any like musical influences growing up or anything like that? Like, scrap that. How was your life coming up? Was it like were you nice off or whatever, or were you like kind of get it for yourself, or how was it? How was it coming up, bro?
It's funny because like when you're growing up, it's like you're not really aware of the circumstances that you're living in and like how severe certain things is. So to me, it felt normal as a kid, but like when now looking back at it at hindsight, it's like we're always struggling, but I like have to give props to my parents for like not always letting us know that we're struggling, like always like making the best situation for it. But like I was never in any good situation where I could say like, now that I look at what people actually do have and what people consider good situations, nah.
Yeah, fair enough. How was the music? Was there any music being played around your house at the time? Like, were you influenced by like the early, like were your parents playing any shit or anything like that, or did you kind of find your own wave, your own type of artist?
Because like my dad's a DJ.
Okay.
He's like he's not like a hip hop DJ like that. He's kind of like a dance hall, soca, like.
Okay, so what are you, Jamaican?
My dad's Grenadian. My mom's Jamaican, so half Jamaican, half Grenadian.
All right, yeah. So what type of artists were they playing like when you were younger?
They play like it ranges because like in the hip hop category, which is what I gravitated more towards. Like at a young age, I liked like Lil Bow Wow and stuff, but it was always the old 2000s music, like obviously like Destiny's Childs and like the
TLC.
Because he was a club DJ, so he'd always play like the pop and hip hop and dance all go hand in hand. So like he would always play different type of music, like from Sean Paul, like a lot of dancing music, a lot of like hits, top 40 hits type stuff, and
So that was always around the house when you're a kid, eh?
Constantly. It's like I would go to sleep to big speakers, big bass, just blaring music.
It definitely kind of influenced you in terms of like how you would be brought up and like how your future would be.
Yeah, definitely, 1000%. My dad actually I started recording at a really young age because I like wanted to be an artist for a long time. So it's like my dad had he always had like a mic to record his drops on his for his DJ stuff, and like he'd always like use us to do things, and like I've always had an interest on being on the mic for a long time, and like he pushed me in that direction. He actually gave me my rap name.
So you were pushed in that direction when you were a kid.
Yeah.
What age was that?
It's like obviously like your parents are gonna push you to be like whatever you want to be, and it's like so happened that since my dad loved music and he had a passion too, he wants to be a DJ. He knows that's like something that's like not a realistic goal that like your parents would say like they'd rather be a doctor or lawyer. So like he didn't like pull me away from chasing my dreams in that sense.
What high school you go to?
I went to Sir Winston Churchill.
You started making music then? What was the first song? What was the music process like growing up? Like, what was the first thing that clicked where you're like, okay, fuck this, I'm making music right now, let's get it?
Well, it's funny. I was trying to make music for a long time. Like I can remember from times in like grade 3, me writing raps, and like I remember I used to watch stuff like even stuff like the Cheetah Girls, like back in the day.
Listen, hey, Cheetah Girl, yeah, Disney channels are classics, bro.
Yeah, as a kid, when you grew up watching all those stuff and there's always musicals and that stuff, you're always inspired by those things. But like me being in an urban community, it kind of inspired me to always want to make music. So my first stuff kind of like, I'd say like in elementary school, I was always writing music and I always wanted to make music. And then I went through a stage where I was making beats. I started learning how to make beats. I started with FL Studio 8. And when I started learning how to make beats, then I went through a stage of wanting to be a producer and then wanting to rap. And I never wanted to do both. Because it's like, it's weird. It's hard for me to do both at the same time because like I don't like rapping to my own beats. It's weird. But yeah, at one point, when I say I take it seriously in the business sense, 2014.
So you said that you rap and you produce your own beats, or you could.
I don't produce all my own beats, but I produce some of my own beats.
But you could if you wanted to. Like if you really wanted to, you could. Yeah.
To make beats, I have some produced beats on my Apple Music.
Who are some of your favorite artists growing up? Not even rappers, just like artists.
My favorite artists in general.
Yeah. Like top five.
Okay, top 5. Growing up, a lot of it is rappers, but I'd have to say like Tupac.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne. Bow Wow. He was a big one at one point. I wanted to be a kid rapper, like when I was young. I always wanted to be a kid rapper, so Bow Wow really stands out to me. Like
we're playing basketball.
Facts. And Usher was a big one to me at a certain age. Yeah. One more. I'd have to give it to Chris Brown because he's just an icon. He's one of my big.
How old are you?
I'm 23 right now.
Okay, I'm 23 too. Okay, so that was a little bit like. That's definitely like I wouldn't say like old, but that's definitely like in the midst of our childhood. Like you know what I mean, when we were just growing. I'm the same age as you. I'm 23. So it's just like when we're growing up and shit. You know what I mean? What about the song Purp?
Pardon?
What about the song Purp?
Oh, the song Purp?
That with what's that? Is it Debo?
Yeah, my boy Debo, he's on that one.
That song's bro. That
really like
that song's
really a rapper like that.
That song's fire. I think that song's hype. Yeah. How'd that come about?
That track was kind of like a throwaway. It's like we didn't expect that, like, cause he doesn't really make music like that. So he's just like, I make a high quantity of music. So like when I have my friends around and he just be in the studio, I'll just be like, yo, hop on the track. And he hopped on the track and it's like, it was fire. Yeah. And like, cause what happened at first, I made the hook, I edited it up, I had a little rough version. I'm just like, I'm probably just gonna throw it away. And he's like, nah, I like it. He hopped on it. And then like, I'm at this point where I have so much songs and just like, I need to start just releasing them. Like I overthink my releases too much. So I'm just like, we're gonna start releasing them. We put it out and we didn't expect it to get as much traction as it did compared to my other songs. And that one is like one of those consistent songs that I see like people go back to, and it's like, yeah, I'm like, it's really surprising because he doesn't even have like an artist profile. He doesn't really make music seriously like that. So that was just a real fun song. And I feel like the organic fun songs like always seem to work the best energy wise.
How many songs do you think you'd make in like a week? If you really wanted to get into it, how many songs would you make like in a week?
It really depends. Some like this week is a slow week for me. I don't know. I feel like maybe because of the quarantine, it's like I'm lacking inspiration. I'm lacking like something different. Because at the same time, you don't want to overuse your energy and like just start putting out music, like a bunch of music that just sounds the same, that sounds like, you know, uninspired. So it's like I go through waves of like I might have a writer's block for a bit, and then when I'm out of it, I'll just make like 5 songs in a row. I'll just like make like, or even the best songs in a row. Like the last couple songs I've been making has really been like conscious, like real rapping, like about my life type stuff. Like, you know, I just had like, after my last writer's block, I just came out with a bunch of those songs. And I feel like after this, it's like I'm gonna come up with a whole bunch of different types of songs. But like when you make your music by yourself in your basement or in your room, it's like music comes to you in a different way rather than if you have to like pay to go to a studio or something.
Who are you listening to like nowadays that like kind of like hit you with that inspiration? Like you're like, oh shit, I'm about to go write something right now. Who's that?
Definitely, Joyner Lucas is a big inspiration to
Mm.
me.
He doesn't get enough credit, does he?
Drake, because like he's from here. Drake and Tory Lanez, so it's just like, yo, those guys. It makes it seem so possible because they're from like Canada, they're from like close to where I'm from, and like it makes it feel more in like it makes it feel like it's more in reach. So yeah, I'd say Tory Lanez is probably like my most listened to artist right now. Meek Mill, definitely one of my biggest favorite artists right now. A Boogie, a lot of the big mainstream artists, but at the same time, like I still like listen to a lot of other stuff like Reason from TDE. Like
Reason's hard, bro.
yeah.
Reason's fire. Showstop.
You know what's interesting? I feel like I'm a big fan of Reason and I'm a big fan of JID from Dreamville.
Yeah, Jid. Yeah.
I feel like JID signed to J. Cole, but he sounds more like a Kendrick type of style artist.
Yeah.
And Reason signed to TDE.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. No, you're right.
That's a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
That work well together.
When I think about that, he does. It sounds because Jid's like JID is like that sounds like Kendrick, bro.
Real Kendrick type style.
Yeah. And Reason, yeah, you're right. Reason sounds like fucking from the Cole camp. What about so you said that like you work with Devo and shit. How do you know like what friends to work with or how to like kind of like set your features up?
Well, it's funny because like feature wise, like right now I actually have like a lot of features in the making that I'm working on. Yeah. If I see someone and I like someone, I reach out. That's how I am. I show a lot of love. Like I don't know, some people are skeptical to work with each other or whatnot, but mainly I show love if I feel like I like your work, or if that even if you don't get attention, if I feel like you're good, I'm gonna reach out to you. So like there's a lot of artists that I just like Debo doesn't even make music like that. That's the first song that he's really put out. And I didn't care. I just put out the track with Debo because it was a fire track.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So a lot of times, like that's how I do it. It's either I have a personal relationship with them, I know them outside of music, or like I met them through music or whatever. If I feel like you're talented and we could work together and make a good piece of art, I'm always down to work together. Like I grew up on Lil Wayne and Drake, like the YMCMB camp. They were known for collaborating with everybody, being like oversaturated in the market because they're on everybody's songs. I'd love to collaborate, and it's more than like just competition. It's more like it's also just like you get something from somebody else's energy whenever you're like feeding off of them, or like you're on somebody else's beat when they started. If I send somebody something, it's most likely going to sound like one of my songs, and then when they add their flavor to it, like it makes it something else that I cannot do because I cannot recreate what they have. So it's like the collaboration energy is just something that really just comes natural.
What about Jurassic Park? Like the songs on there, like bro, like Move and Shifty Sun, bro, are my shit.
Oh, okay.
Talk to me. Yeah, talk to me how that came about. That was a solid. What is that? 4 or 5? Is that 4 or 5 songs?
That's 5 songs.
Okay, that's 5 songs. Yeah. I feel like it's like 2, 3 like hard hitter like bangers. Like you want to get the club lit, and then it's like 2 songs that are like nice low key. Trying to fuck with the ladies, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to fuck with the ladies, you know? Yeah.
What I tried to do, I tried to show more versatility because I'm really known for like hard rap rapping, or like snitch rapping, and in this one I just really wanted to have fun and like just show versatility and like the direction that I'm developing, because I'm not trying to stay in the same box. I'm kind of developing. So right now, like even if you see with my most recent project, The More, and like the song Heaven, like I'm doing a lot more melodic things and like experimenting, reaching outside of my box. So for Jurassic Park EP, I just bought my studio equipment, set everything up, put my mind to it, and I'm just like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. And Move was actually one of the first songs that I made.
Yeah.
Move was just like, it just came so organically, and when I seen like what I can do editing wise with it and what I can like do with it, I like the energy of it. I just wanted to make some bangers. So I'm like, yo, I need to get people's attention. So then like when I want to give them what I'm really more known for, which is more like motivational rap, more like, a lot more like rap things, like a lot of real hip hop things. I want to get the artist's attention and like the audience's attention by like, gotta hit them with some bangers, show them I could give you something that you could bump in the whip too.
What do you prefer to make? Like more like kind of like rapish type shit, or do you prefer to make like more so like a more like kind of like Valentine's Day type vibe shit? Like what's your preference? Like what's your go-to going to the studio?
I'm a rapper. What I am at heart is I'm an MC, master of ceremony. So it's like when I'm a punchline rapper. My favorite rappers are like Lil Wayne and Cassidy. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Cassidy. So it's just like when I have to come to like the root of what I am naturally, I am a rapper. I'm an MC, and that's what I am. But like I'm human, so that means that I feel things in different days. And some days I'm feeling like singing, some days I'm feeling like rapping. I feel like you have to be able to cater to different audiences, and it would be fake to pretend like I'm just like that all the time. Because like if I could sing, if I had the voice of Chris Brown, I'd probably be an R&B singer, to be honest. But like I don't have that voice, but I feel like I'm still not gonna let that restrict me from being creative and making good sounding music.
Do you pen or freestyle? Do you freestyle all your shit, or do you like to write shit down?
I think that really depends. Like I freestyle, like
What was that Wasabi song that you did?
with my more melodic things.
Yeah.
I freestyle those because I freestyle my melodies, and I freestyle a lot of melodies. But then when it comes to something I'm putting thought into, or punchlines, or something that I'm trying to work on the wordplay or something, I feel like seeing it written down. And I feel like this is what lots of artists lack, because now artists, all they do is freestyle. You lack something that you get from writing, from attention to detail, to being able to change one certain word that can make it better, to rhyme different sentences. Because I'm not just rhyming the N word, I'm rhyming different words in the sentence and making it make sense at the same time. That takes a lot of thought. Like a lot of times when I'm doing melodic things, I'm not making as much sense. I'm not like, I'm going with how I want you to feel, and not like really anything intellectually stimulating.
Yeah.
So like it really just depends on the type of song I can make. Give me 1 second. I have to get my charger.
Go get it, bro. Take your time, brother. Does not matter to me. I'm chilling. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. What about like the studio essentials? What first of all, where do you produce your own shit? In your bedroom?
Yeah, in my room.
Yeah. So you produce everything. See that, bro? That's a talent that I think people don't really like acknowledge as much as they should. Just because like if you're doing everything in your own like bedroom by yourself, you're gonna learn a lot more things that you should be learning than the average artist.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of things you have to figure out. A lot of time where it's like you're watching tutorials all day and just like searching up keywords. Like, there's a lot of things that you don't know. So you have to figure out yourself. So you have to learn how to describe things. Like I hear something in a song and like it's literally, you have to describe it like exactly. If it sounds like the underwater effect or something, you have to use that to try and figure out how you're going to make it sound how you want it to sound. And I think that it's a real gift to be able to do this. Like you have to have a certain air to be able to mix and master and to make beats and whatnot. It's because like you have to like I feel like that's the real art instead of just rapping. Like I feel like when you just rap, like you're not able to fully get what you want.
Right.
You want something that you have in your head and you know that you can make it come to life. You can do that with yourself. That's more godliness to you. And like when we get the stage to make more money, that's more money in your pockets when you think of like publishing and whatnot.
100%, bro. I think of like once you touched on that, like I think of like artists like Kanye, Travis Scott, people that like know how to produce songs and know how to rap.
Yeah.
Like they know exactly what the fuck they want, and they can make their songs what they want them to be, just because of how they know how, like the knowledge, in terms of like producing records, making beats, and then like laying like the fucking vocals on there.
It's like what it really is like kind of learning a language, because like all those guys, a lot of the times they still use like intern producers and engineers and whatnot, people who work with them.
Right, yeah.
But they're able to speak a different language to them to really describe if they want something. And like, when you have that, is good, because now I don't make beats as much as I used to, but now I know, since I know how to make
right. You know what to say to the engineer, yo, I want this and this and this.
Yeah, exactly. I could do exactly. and if the engineer doesn't know what I'm talking about, I can go in and I can do it myself. Because sometimes it's hard when you're trying to talk to an engineer and describe what you want, but they can't really see it. Yeah. So it's hard to describe and you sound crazy.
What do you like in the studio? Like, what's your studio snacks in the studio? Like, you fuck with candy and yeah.
Well, for me, I'm a chef, so like I don't really like.
You're a chef, eh?
It's carnivore season. I'll cook up a steak and just like that's my shit. Like I'll eat a steak. I'll eat like chicken and rice or something like. That's my shit. Like I'll just go and cook. Like I'm a dinner kind of guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you don't fuck with candy and chips and shit. You're more of like a dinner, like full meal type shit.
Like chips once in a while and whatnot, but like I like chocolate, but I don't really like sweets.
But you really have the full meal. The full meal.
Yeah, rather I'm a full meal kind of guy. Like something spicy. I like spices a lot.
What about the Valentine's Day EP?
Yeah, for Amore. That was I was really
so what? You have a girl? You have a girl that like kind of broke up with you, and you're like, fuck it, like you know what I mean? I gotta make. That.
Believe me, yet. Still not yet. I mean, she's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. So what happened there?
Yeah, what actually happened with that is like I just decided to get creative, to be honest, and like my girl actually inspired me to put it out because I always like experiment and make different types of songs, even if they sound like horrible. And I was making like R&B songs because like hip hop and R&B is a big influence growing up in my life. So I was just making certain songs and they came out way better than I thought it would, like messing with auto-tune and learning about the things that you could do. So like songs came out better than I thought it would. And I'm just like, yo, Valentine's Day is coming up. I have more than enough Valentine's Day type songs. Then I had a dancehall song where it's just like completely way different than what I do. So I'm like, let me just go like completely left and do something that nobody will ever see coming from me, especially. And like, let's put it out.
Yeah. How was the how do you feel like the reception was towards that? Like people like say that they fuck with that, or like do they like the like Tyrex really like fucking with the spitting? Because I know you like the spin, right?
I feel like more people would rather the rapping from me, but I think that like me going in that bag is it's fun, and it's like I don't really do that for those fans. I feel like certain things are for certain audiences. If I make this for like the people who may be interested in my rapping, like Amore wasn't for you. And if you do enjoy it, then thank you. And I'm like happy that you do enjoy it. But like, Amore was for a different audience, and like it really like helps me grow as an artist to be able to just feel like I could be diverse and make different types of songs. So it's like it's either you rock with it or you don't. Because like if you don't like that, then I'm gonna make something that you like on the next record. So, yeah.
I feel like you kind of like regardless in like whether you spitting on like a freestyle or like a more so hardcore track and like a more melodic track like a more there you still like regardless of any song there's still always that balance in there. Like I'll always have a song about it like one of your girls or something like that, but then it mixes in with like a hardcore like a verse or something like that, you know what I mean? Like there's always that nice little mix in there of both.
Yeah, I try because like like I said, I'm an MC at heart. It's hard. Like the hardest thing for me developing in general, even right now as an artist, is dumbing myself down and not using too many words and not using too many syllables, because to the common audience, it's just like they don't comprehend that the same. They don't like. Not everyone has the attention span for all of that.
So you have more complex verses than what you put out. Like they're more complex. You got to break it down and make it more simpler.
Yeah, because like there's lots of times where I'd be going on too many tangents, and I was like, it's not everybody could comprehend everything I'm saying. So it's like I feel like you have to play the game to change the game, and you have to like I have to get your attention first before I start. I have to get you to listen if I really want to stick what I want to say. So I have to kind of put the medicine in the candy, kind of like that.
Who do you listen to, Kendrick or Cole?
Yeah, both of them. They're both like two of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah. What are your what's your favorite Kendrick album?
Oh, album? Good Kid, Mad City. It's like I like every single album, but Good Kid, Mad City, I feel like it changed my life. So it's like that one is it for me.
No, same. You know the Bill Clinton swag things where people are like posting like Bill Clinton with the 4 albums. Yeah, that's the one. Good Kid, Mad City's in my fucking 4 albums, bro.
Yeah, it would be in mine too. Definitely, it would be like Good Kid, Mad City, The Carter Three. Those two would 100% off the top of my head be in there. Time at that point in my life, like seeing Lil Wayne being the biggest thing in the yeah, and the fact is that he did it like rapping like he was very vulgar, very like I don't give a fuck, but he was also
Yeah,
like
bro.
intellectual
Yeah,
with his rhymes.
when Lollipop dropped, like that was it, bro. Like that made like when Lollipop dropped, that was different. Like
Yep, 1000%. The way he started mixing in auto tune with his stuff too, a Millie, like
a Millie was crazy too. The whole like you said, the whole Car 3 is stupid.
1000%. Lil Wayne is like my favorite like artist of all time. Like when it comes to rapping, my favorite.
I don't think he gets enough credit. Like he gets enough credit from people that know rap, know hip hop. But in terms of like people like coming up right now, like that are listen to like hip hop and shit, that I don't think he gets enough respect.
Yeah, I think he's like he reminds me of Kobe in the sense of like, you know, if you average 25 every game for 20 years, that becomes your norm. So it's like you could be doing that and then some new kid comes in and averages 25 once and
Yeah,
MVP.
yeah. Fair enough.
So it's like Lil Wayne created that standard for himself. So like, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
One of the goats for sure. What about the what's that ad lib? The classic Tyrex ad lib. Mud. Is that what is that? What is that? Is that mud?
It's just like basically if I want to explain it to a wider audience, it just means mad.
Okay.
M-A-D,
Wait.
mad.
Oh, is it? Okay. So it's like mod, like that.
It's like in Jamaican dancehall style culture, it's like just saying something is crazy.
Like, if you were to pronounce it, what would the how do you spell it?
M-O-D.
So mod.
Yeah.
That's my new shit. Okay. What about your latest track Heaven, right? With Ryan and Noah?
Yeah.
How did that come about, right? Because I know Ryan's been grinding from Hamilton to shit. How's Noah? Like, what's good with Noah? Like, I haven't heard of him.
What the funny thing is like I've known Noah for like a while, like since I moved to Hamilton, since the year I moved to Hamilton. That's over 10 years now. I've known him, right? Yeah. We've always like made music together in the past and whatnot, but like he's always been on and off the music scene and he's incredibly talented. Like he's always been incredibly talented. And it's like I said, he didn't even have a Spotify artist profile or an Apple Music artist profile. He wasn't really making any music like that. And it's like once I made the studio in my house, I said like, bam. He lives like not far from me. So I said, whenever you're ready, whenever you feel comfortable, just come over, record. And like after I put out Amore, the Valentine's Day EP, he's like, I'm inspired. Let me come over. And he came over and we actually have like a lot of songs together now. He's been working and like he's gonna start like working on music again, taking it more seriously because it'll be a shame if he wastes his talent. Like he's incredibly talented. I met Ryan through Devo. Okay. Basically, it's like I've done a show with Ryan before, so I knew of him and whatnot, and I knew of his music, obviously. But I feel like we didn't really like know each other, and I feel like when you have a mutual friend, it's easier to like link up. And like a couple times we just linked up, smoked and whatever because like he was chilling with like a mutual friend. So yeah, that's how that came about.
How was the? Did you guys record in separate separate places, or do you guys record it all in one spot?
No, we recorded all in one spot. It's like they came to my house. It was at my house, and like it wasn't planned at all. We were coming to work on some other shit. Ryan was just chilling. Noah's just been coming over to record lately, and like they just ended up in the same room, the same time. That was the first time that they ever met, and like we're freestyling to beats and stuff. We said let's just like get our creative juices going, and then like when we were freestyling to beats, we found our one beat that worked, and then we like all freestyled over it, and we just like created something spectacular. Like it's weird. Like I've never made a song like that before. It was like all of us just really organically, like all the energies in the room just made something beautiful. It's like we never it wasn't like written in the way where it's like we planned it, like everyone come write their verses to these beats. Like it just happened and it worked well.
What's up next for you for music? Like, is there a new project coming out or new song or what? What do you got going on?
You know, right now it's like I'm more conflicted with I don't know if I should put out a project or if I should just put out like a single a week, because I have so much songs right now.
Yeah.
And like I want to put out a mixtape, because if I put out a mixtape,
I literally want to hear you just put out like you did with the Jurassic Park, but instead of swap the 2 songs out with just like bangers, bro. I just want to hear 4 song like little EP bangers.
Really? That would be a good idea too, because I can do that. I have a lot of bangers like just in the safe now too, like a lot. So it's like I couldn't have like, I was thinking of doing like different types of like a trilogy of different styles.
I think that'd be good, bro.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, it's like I can't. All the songs I have out right now, it's like I don't want to put out a mixtape because I feel like lots of songs are gonna get underappreciated.
Yeah.
Because like no one has the attention span to listen.
I think the trilogy idea is smart. It's good. It's a good move. I think that's what you gotta do. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you want to do with this like rap shit? Where do you want to be in 5 years?
Well, I feel like it's crazy because everybody's like one hit away. So just like I could put out a song tomorrow, and that song could be the one that could take me to somewhere that like I never knew I could go.
Yeah.
And it's like we're all one hit away, so it's like we're all so close but so far. So in 5 years, that's a difficult question. It's like where I see myself and where I want to be is like 2 different things, because I don't know where I see myself right now. Right now is like a very like blank space. It's just like when you're chasing like I feel sorry for people who like don't have a passion, because like you don't really know what like your instincts are telling you to chase, and you feel like you have to figure it out. But then at the same time, when you're in my position and you're chasing something that feels unrealistic to everybody else, and it's like such like a rare goal, it's like my optimism can't help to believe that I'm gonna be where I want to be in terms of like, I wouldn't say in 5 years, I would say I would have been on the XXL 4 years before that. I'm saying like by next year, I want to be like XXL freshman list.
Do you think the XXL is overrated now?
Yeah, 1000%.
I think it is, right? You don't need that shit no more.
Yeah, you don't. But at the same time, I feel like it depends on which position you're in. If you feel like you've gotten the cult fan base that you want to garner, because that's what everybody really wants. If you've got that already, then you don't need it. Like, why does Tory Lanez need it? Why does Russ need it? They don't need that XXL. But if I'm at like a spot where it's like I only have 1 hit, but I don't really have like the fans to really know my work, then I'm gonna have to use XXL to get more publicity. It's just gonna have to work like that. Like I feel like I'm not a hater. You gotta play the game to change the game.
Fair enough. All right.
Tyrex, what's your fucking real name, bro?
Tyrell.
Okay, I thought it was Tyrell. I thought.
If you just take the Tyrex and then you take the X's and you uncross them, if you take the X and you uncross it, that's my name.
There you go. All right, bro. I appreciate you coming on here with me and speaking about what's good, what's going on with your music and what's going up next with you.
Thanks, bro. Like we need more people like you. Like I feel like, you know, we have a lot of talent in this city, and like the more exposure and the more like avenues of exposure is like important. So I really appreciate like what you do.
That's what I'm trying to do, bro. I'm trying to get everyone from fucking Hamilton that's like kind of rapping or doing their own thing, or, like fucking fashion, whatever they want to do, and like bring them on here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
But I appreciate you, bro. We'll link up again, bro. I want to talk to you later on and shit, and see how you're doing afterwards, and see.
I'll let you know like if I do the trilogy idea, like I'll definitely.
Listen, bro, I would do that, but like you said, you gotta market it smart, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta do everything like that smart.
I'll definitely like show you things ahead of time, let you know what you think. I
feel like you're very calculated and you know what's good. So, but like, yeah, let me like hit me up with that shit, and like I'll listen to it and see what's good. But like, I think you're on the right track, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
All right, brother. Have a good have a good weekend. Stay safe with the fam.
Quarantine.
All right, easy, bro.
Have a nice one.
Look at them shakes, made up a dance. How come you shook? And I ain't took out my hands. Beans, star, bucks, star, struck.